It is a tale of a young girl, Amanda, who unwittingly made the gravest mistake of her life. Drawn by an insatiable curiosity for the unusual, Amanda had always been drawn to peculiar things, an inherent curiosity that often led her on unusual journeys. So when she stumbled upon a weathered wooden box buried in a corner of her backyard, her heart skipped a beat with excitement. It was an old voodoo doll, worn and frayed, a haunting relic from a forgotten past. Unbeknownst to Amanda, this seemingly innocuous object would soon unleash a terrifying chain of events that would slowly unravel her peaceful life. Intrigued by its macabre charm, Amanda carefully picked up the doll, not realizing the foreboding presence that had now entered her humble abode. She placed it on a shelf in her room, unaware of the ancient curse embedded within its fabric, dormant for many years, waiting patiently for a new victim. Days passed uneventfully. Amanda continued with her normal routine, unaware of the malignant influence the doll had begun to exert over her surroundings. One evening, as she sat alone in her living room, she felt an inexplicable chill creep up her spine. The sound of disembodied whispers filled the air, sending shivers down her spine. Drawn to the eerie sounds, she grasped the voodoo doll and examined it. The doll's glassy eyes seemed to glisten with an unnerving intensity, as if they held a secret knowledge of the sinister forces at work. That night, Amanda's sleep was plagued by vivid nightmares. She found herself in a darkened room, the walls adorned with strange symbols. The voodoo doll sat perched on a wooden pedestal, its tiny twisted mouth seemingly mocking her. Suddenly, she awoke in a cold sweat, only to discover the voodoo doll floating midair above her bed. Terrifiedly, she turned on the lights, and as soon as the room was bathed in illumination, the doll abruptly dropped to the floor, motionless once more. Paranormal activities escalated with each passing day. Objects inexplicably moved, shadows danced in corners, and whispers became audible even during daylight hours. Amanda could no longer deny that these phenomena were inexplicably linked to the cursed doll she had unwittingly welcomed into her home. Seeking answers, she delved into the depths of the occult, studying ancient texts and consulting with paranormal experts. They warned her that the voodoo doll had become a conduit for a malevolent spirit, seeking to torment and possess her. Desperate to free herself from its clutches, Amanda followed a series of elaborate rituals meant to appease the vengeful soul trapped within. As the rituals unfolded, Amanda's sky turned ominous, and her surroundings grew heavy with an oppressive energy. The doll seemed to become increasingly animated, twisting and turning within its confines as it resisted the desperate attempts to banish it. Frustrations grew, and Amanda's mental fortitude began to crumble under the relentless onslaught. In her darkest hour, with the doll seemingly on the precipice of victory, Amanda finally stumbled upon a forgotten family heirloom, a talisman said to possess the power to sever the connection to the voodoo doll's malevolence. With trembling hands, she held the talisman close to the cursed doll, reciting ancient incantations that echoed through the night. Just as darkness threatened to engulf her, a blinding light exploded from the talisman, enveloping the doll in a brilliant white aura. The cursed artifact trembled and writhed before disintegrating into ashes, leaving nothing but a faint smell of sulfur behind. As the spiritual storms abated, Amanda slowly regained her sense of serenity. The paranormal activities ceased, and the house returned to a state of calm. However, The ordeal had left an indelible mark on her psyche. Despite her fascination with the macabre, Amanda vowed to tread more cautiously in the future, having learned the importance of respecting the dark forces that lurk beyond our comprehension.